Hey friends, how's it going out there? Welcome to another edition of Heart and Hustle Live here on Facebook. And I am Paulette Rees-Denis. I am your tribal hostess, global dance instructor, and your movement motivator, transformational lifestyle coach, movement, momentum, and magic. Welcome to today's edition, whatever you want to call it, of my Facebook Live. I love it, Heart and Hustle. And today we are going to talk about your inner demons. Do you have any? Do you know what I'm talking about? Your inner demons. But let's just back up just a little bit. We've had some really great discussions the last couple of weeks, actually for about the past year, right? Those of you who've been with me for the past year and a half, I've been doing these almost every week. Hey, welcome everybody who's coming in. I love it. Craig, Mary Jane, Felicia, Nancy, Barry. Let's see. Gildap, Luna, Scott, Kika, Carly. Wow. From everywhere. Oh, Kika says, my inner demons are so loose these days. Well, I'm laughing, but it's not really fun, is it, Kika? Happy to see you. We've got Mexico, we've got the UK, we've got New York, we've got Oregon. Where else are y'all from? I love seeing you here. Hi, Lisa. Happy to see you too. So last week, let's just recap a little bit. Last week, we talked about what you really, truly want. We talked about your outcome, and that was really good. And then before that, we talked about your vision of life. So similar subjects, different approaches sometimes, not always different. We've talked about some really good stuff. But today, I did want to talk about those inner demons. Mary Jane says, I got gremlins on my wings. Well, you got to kick them off, Mary Jane. They're holding you down. You need to fly, girl. You need to fly. Hey, Amy, happy to see you. Grace and Larissa, woo, you're all coming in. So again, really, really happy to be here and happy to see you. And as always, I invite participation. I invite your thoughts and comments and questions. That's part of why I do this, to get this conversation going, to get the global conversation going, because I love that you're here from all over the place. Everybody can hear me okay, I think. And not only are we going to talk about our demons, but I actually have two poems to read to you today as well. One that I wrote and one that Rumi wrote. Rumi is an amazing poet from the past, but oh, Amy, thank you. Tuesday mornings with me. Well, I'm happy that you're here. However, I will be taking about a month hiatus from doing Facebook Lives. And one thing I'm going to ask you is, I'm flying to Ohio on Thursday to be with my mom and my family in Ohio. And my mom is having surgery on Friday for some cancer. So I'm really asking all of you to send healing and prayers and beautiful light energy to my mom on Friday for her surgery. Okay, so I would really appreciate the love that I know you all have. So that's one reason why I won't be here for a while, because I'm going to be with her. Okay, so if you can do that, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Paola and Crystal and Myra, happy to see you. Okay, so we've got some gremlins on some wings going on. Oh, thanks, Mary Jane. Thanks, Nancy. We've got some inner demons that are very loose, says Kika. Now, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, thanks, Lisa. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say your inner gremlins or your inner demons? You know? What else do you call them? Your inner voice? Your inner critic? It's those things that really cause you self-sabotage because they're in your head and they come from you, right? It's from fear, from feeling unworthy. What else? What else causes those inner gremlins in you? What do you think? People, what do you think? What are they saying to you? Anybody? Anybody got something to add to that? I'm waiting. Fear, right, Amy, fear. Fear is a big one. And it could be fear of success, fear of failure. That's a biggie, right? Fear of failure. Fear that you're not good enough. Fear that you're unworthy, that you don't deserve it. You don't deserve the biggest. Yeah, Amy says the biggest fear. Lisa says comes from bad self-esteem. Yes. Feeling like shit, feeling like you're just a little peon in the big world. Well, you know what? You're not, and you are all here to shine your light. Every freaking one of you. Amy says fear of leaving others behind. That is a big one, Amy. That's really good, because sometimes when we think that we will succeed and maybe our mate, our partner, our friend won't. So you hold yourself back. Is that what you're talking about? Fear of growing and expanding when others around you aren't. And maybe those others actually hold you back as well. They might be your outer demons. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. And Mary Jane's fear says fear of being alone. So, you know, one of the things to ask yourself is, and then what? Is that true? So if you're alone, what would happen? What would be the worst thing that happens? And Amy, if you left someone behind, what would happen? What would happen to you if you reached for that higher star and you got it? Do you know how freaking awesome you would feel? That you're shining your light even bigger and brighter? And maybe that person you left behind needs you to shine that light brighter so that they can step up to their light. Remember, we inspire each other. Amy says outer demons. Well, get the fuck rid of them. Right? Just get rid of them. Surround yourself with others who inspire you, who pick you up, who lift you up, who love you and want you to succeed and are also succeeding and living brightly. Nancy says you got to just shake it off. You are worthy. Right. You can shake it off, but it's your choice. You know, when you have those little voices going on in your head, you have the choice to stop them and change that story. You know me, I'm always telling you that. Change your words, change your story, change your life. So, you know, those of you who don't know me who are watching this, I am a transformational lifestyle coach, and this is the kind of work I do with my clients. So what you're getting today is just little tidbits of inspiration and ideas and things that we deal with when I'm doing one-on-one work with my clients. And I invite you to have that discovery session with me. It's a free phone call. It's a magical mojo discovery session. I love that because I want to find your magic. I want to help you find your own magic, right? That's what this is all about. My passion is to see you shine your light, grow bigger, and fill the planet with greatness and beauty and inspiration, because we all have that in each one of us. You know that. You know that. Somewhere inside you, you've got that spark. I feel like I'm preaching right now. I am kind of, aren't I? Since I'm really the only one talking. Nancy says, don't settle. Absolutely, do not settle. You only hold yourself back if you let those voices take over, if you let the gremlins, the demons take over. You're self-sabotaging yourself. And it only hurts you. And it could hurt those around you if you're not stepping up to your greatness. Hey, Matthew, my house is epic. You are epic. Thank you. I know, and fuck those inner demons. Thank you. You're one of my favorite people too, babe. And hey, Deborah, happy to see you as well. Chris, Leah, woohoo. All right, what do you guys have to say? What are those demons telling you? What else? What else? I just really want you to be the best that you can be, to try those things that are scary, to try to change those words. Not try, actually, not try. Nix that. I hate that word, try. Try is very non-committal. You do or you don't, right? You know what I'm saying? Matthew, everybody wants to hear what you have to say. Yes, they do. Oh, Mary Jane, my demons tell me to conform to the expectations. Okay, whose expectations? That's huge. Amy says we do want to hear Matthew. Yeah. Whose expectations, Mary Jane, are you listening to? Right, that's what the demons say. Matthew, so right. There's another one. You think you have something to say, you think you have something to give, you have a song to sing, you have a dance to dance, you have a poem to read, and they're telling you nobody wants to hear you. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just call it. And what if you read your poem out loud and nobody heard you? What's the worst thing? You're going to feel great. You're going to shine your light. You're going to step up to living bigger and fuller. I'm getting a little passionate here. Okay, so this is something I wrote. I just spent a really great weekend with some of my work tribe. You know, I'm always going out and improving myself and improving my skills so that I can give you the best. You, my clients, my friends, my students. I'm always stepping up, even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't listen to those demons. I want to be the best I can be. I want to be the biggest I can be. I love my life. I love living. I love experiencing. I love expansion. Just think what you would feel like if you could expand. So good. Oh, Mary Jane says, expectations of others. Okay, so why don't you shine even brighter than what they expect of you and do what you expect of you? Think about what you truly want to do, Mary Jane. I know you got this. You've already done great things. You can do even more, even bigger and better to feel really good about yourself. And don't you love that? Don't you love that feeling? Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. I don't even know if it's done, but what I was saying, so I was gone this weekend immersing myself. I love immersions, right? In getting better and living even bigger and breakthroughing my stuff. I mean, we all have stuff to break through. So I wrote this, it's called Only to You. Burdens we carry, those old stories of past, staying stacked upon each other. How will you hold on? How long will you hold on? Which way will they take you if you let them? How will you identify yourself if you keep them? Or if you let them go? Can you dig them up and chop them up? Change that story. It's our choice to rewrite, revision, to move it forward. Release the demons and the gremlins that have those biting voices only we can hear. Those words that tear you apart, knock you down, and then kick the shit out of you. You decide to suffer. What's misery doing for you? Or decide to shine your light, to see who you truly are and not what the past made you. And you belong only to you, not the past, not that story, only to you. All right, there you go. That's a new life short. I don't know if you guys have seen my book, my new poetry book. Not so new, it came out at the first of the year. But I love writing little bits and pieces of life. I call them my life shorts. You can get this on my website. You can get it at Amazon. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. This was one of my dreams last year and I did it. Okay, let's see. What do you guys think? What else? What else is holding you back? Imagine if you broke through fear. If you broke through and just stepped one step at a time. Maybe you want to leap. Maybe you just need to take that one little step. Amy says laziness. Amy, that's a little hard for me to believe, but if that's how you feel, then what is laziness getting for you? Now I think there's a good laziness and a bad laziness. Sometimes it's great to be lazy and give yourself some self-care, right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I think laziness, and maybe it's just how you perceive the word, but if I said I'm relishing in my laziness today because I need a break, then that's a good thing. But if I'm saying I'm not doing my work, I'm being lazy because I'm afraid to do my work, or I'm not good enough to do my work, so I'm going to be lazy. You know, what else? Oh, Kika says drama is addictive. Well, you know what? That's really true. And a lot of people like to live in that place of drama. They like to be the victim. They like to be in misery. Oh, poor me, poor me. Woe is me. And I identify with this thing that's holding me back. And that's my personality. Well, that's bullshit. You know, that's your old story. That's what I'm talking about. That old shit that you don't need. And Amy says, the comforts are holding me back. Ah, I know what you mean by that. You're comfortable right where you are. So why take another step out of that comfort zone? Why try something new? Why not get out of the box and expand? Actually, there is no box. Only you put yourself in a box. Right? And Davina says, fear can be a stronghold on yourself. It can be. But what's the alternative? What are you afraid of? I guess that would be one really good way to look at it. What are you afraid of? And what is it you truly want? And sometimes if you really want something, but you're afraid to go get it, think of the outcome. This is kind of what we were talking about last week. Think of what you want that outcome to be. What would be the end picture of having that thing? Let's say you want to make more money. And what would be the outcome of having more money, and how much money would you want? You got to define it. You got to detail it. And what would you do with that money? And then you can start to see the steps to get that money and how great that's going to be. You know, let's see, what's another example? Oh, how about losing weight? That's always a big thing. So you've been comfortable in this body, even though you're not happy in it, you've been comfortable in it. Your clothes fit now. You're, 20, 30 pounds overweight, say, let's just say this is an example. And you've been this way for a long time, even though you're not happy this way and you'd love to see yourself different, but you're comfortable here. And, you know, wanting to get somewhere else is taking a step. Oh, it's changing my old story. You know, oh, poor me, I can't do that, I'm too fat. Well, what if you could do that because you weren't too fat? And envision you, what's that outcome of wanting to lose weight? A healthier you, stronger you, a trimmer you. Maybe you could wear that dress that you've been wanting to wear. And envision that beautiful outcome. And as incentive, as, oh, that's really what I truly want. And then you'll be able to start taking steps toward it. Does that make sense? Davina says, as I mentioned last week, I'm having a surgery that I've feared for so many years, but Monday I'm breaking through my fears and coming out the other side a stronger person. Damn it, that's so good, Davina. That is so awesome. Everybody, congrats to Davina. Stepping out of fear. Excellent, excellent. I'm really happy, and blessings to you and many healings to you after your surgery as well. Davina says, your words are so true. Thanks. Thank you. So there's some thoughts, okay? So think about it. Think about what those gremlins are saying. I know, applause for Davina, right? Awesome, awesome. Just so think about what those demons, those gremlins, that that inner critic is saying to you, and change it. You have the choice. You can make the choice to step out of laziness. Amy, so what is it you want to do that you're feeling lazy about? What is it you want to do that you're too comfortable to step out into? Oh, I'm so comfortable sitting here on my couch. But oh, if I went and made that new choreography, wouldn't that be freaking awesome? I'm Amy, I don't know what you're talking about, but for those of you who don't, Amy is a really amazing dancer and choreographer. Hey, Allison, nice to see you. And Brenda, right, you're still coming in. We're having a really good juicy discussion here. We're about finished, but you can go back and listen to the beginning, and then you get to hear my new poem. So this is good. Is this helping? Does this make sense, my friends? Is this making sense to you? You have the choice. Remember that. Lazy says, I'm feeling lazy about my diet mostly. I've been on a no dessert from Monday through Friday. It's silly to say that it's hard, but it's hard. Well, okay, first of all, nothing is silly. So there's your little demon telling you you're silly. So stop that. And it's okay to be hard. It's okay that it's hard, but also you can change the way you view that. So what's the outcome of having no dessert? That's huge for some people. A lot of people are addicted to sugar. It's huge. Oh, Mary Jane says, yes, giving up dessert is a big deal. Oh, Davina, thanks so much. I love listening to you. You always make my day better. Oh, thanks. All right, so back to Amy. So think of the outcome of what about that dessert. And if you start to change, you're telling yourself it's hard, so it's gonna be hard. I mean, words are powerful. That is such a source of power in what you do and what actions you take. You have to change your words. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Amy says, meth to cocaine to Adderall to sugar. I'm looking for a cleaner lifestyle still. Yeah, there you go. That's fantastic. And fucking celebrate yourself, Amy. You're amazing. And then live with gratitude and be thankful. Be thankful for this body that you have. Be thankful for all that around you. And then think about what's that outcome. You're going to feel better. You want a healthier diet. You're going to feel cleaner. And how is that going to feel? Imagine that outcome. And that's going to make it so much easier to do. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? You see how words are power? Again, you make the choice. If you say, I can't do this, then for sure you're not going to be able to do it. If you say, I can't have this, then you're not going to be able to have it. Or I can't make more money, then you're not going to make more money. You just told yourself you can't make more money. And define it. So, just slam those demons, man. Bust them up. Bust them up. And think about what you truly want and how great it's going to be. Whew. Yeah. And Lisa says, always move forward and celebrate small victories. Yes. Yeah. Small victories every day. And have gratitude every night about what you have had that day and what you've done. That really helps when you get into that giant practice of gratitude. You guys know what I'm talking about? That giant practice of gratitude will change the way you look at life. Really will. So every night before you go to bed, write down 10 things of gratitude. Yeah, just try that. Try it for a week. If you've never done that, I have a gratitude journal right next to my bed. If you've never done that, I really say try it. So that's my homework for you guys, okay? For the next month, until I come back on Facebook Live in a month, do that. I really invite you to have a gratitude journal and write in it every night. Just good things. No bitching, no moaning. You're not allowed to bitch. Okay? Mary Jane, hugs to you and lots of best energy to your mom before you sign out. Thanks, Mary Jane. I appreciate that. Davina says, I try and feel blessed every day. Remember to take the word try out. Try is non-committal. You do or you don't. Got it? Okay, can I read you one more thing? So this was, let's see if I can find it. A poem I heard this weekend. There, okay. And it's just beautiful. Again, it's by Rumi. And it just felt really appropriate to this today. And it's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Right? Got that? So I really want you to think about that. Thanks everybody for the hearts and the faces. Let's see, I wanted to tell you just a few more things real quick before I sign off. I've got Heart and Hustle Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. My video podcast that I do every 2 weeks is coming up this week in my newsletter. This week I am interviewing, it's only me and all my me's. Rhonda Lee, who has made this beautiful smudge stick in a liquid form and does great, amazing, magical work. And also I have a new mastermind starting in September. So it's something to look forward to. I'm in the middle of my 6-month mastermind now that I lead. With women, creative women who are wanting to get some guidance and some help to join in a mastermind with other powerful women for 6 months with me. So that's starting again in September. So look for that. Also, again, I have my Magical Mojo Discovery Session. If you are interested in some coaching and would love to talk with me about it, I'd love to see what I can do to support you. So you can have that free phone call with me and see if coaching is your next step. I would love to help you. I would love to see you step up into your game, into your life. That's good. And if that's not what you're needing right now, I do have a 4-week Dance and Desire course online that is similar to coaching, but it's a do-it-yourself. 4 weeks, you get videos of movement, you get questions for journaling, insights, inspirations, and that's pretty awesome. And that's on my website as well, and I'll post the links down below. So I wanted to let you know that. And I really enjoyed your comments today. Thank you so much for participating and for sharing, for being here, for doing the work, getting your groove on. So I will see you again in 4 months. Although if you're on my blog, you'll probably see me posting. So do that. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter, it's www.paulettereesdenis.com. And I'll post the link below as well. And thank you, everybody, for the hearts, the thumbs up, the funny faces. And you have an amazing day. Get rid of those gremlins. And also have an amazing month. And contact me if you need me, okay? I love you. Mwah. Thanks for being here.